We'll see Jonathan Jones and Richard Kirkendall of Oklahoma, who in the prelims, a little bit further off there. Not the best time Jonathan Jones has run, but he certainly is capable of winning this event.
Yeah, Jones qualified for the World Championships for his native Barbados with that 44.79 earlier this season. And he's just as good in the 800 meters as he is in the 400, but chose to focus on that quarter mile this weekend, work on some of that speed. And he's got great competition here in Richard Kirkendall.
Jonathan Jones would have made it a 1-2 in the country matchup in the 800 meters, but opted to go for the 400 instead this weekend. Interesting note here about the field in the final of the men's 400 meters. It will not include Howard Fields, who was the defending champion from Baylor. In fact, he was the defending champion in the indoor and outdoor 400 and failed to qualify for this final.
That's right, definitely one of the more surprising moments of these championships. This is another great opportunity for Texas to put some points on the board. In addition to Jonathan Jones, we've got Willington Wright and Brian Herron in points positions.
Collegiate record 43.61, Big 12 record 44.69.
And with Jones' season best of 44.79, that could be possible. I mean, we just saw his teammate Stacey Ann Williams go 50.21. That's one of the top 10 all-time marks in collegiate history in that event on the women's side.
And that is a record at 44.69 that stood for 22 years. So it would be some real history if Jonathan Jones or somebody else from the field is able to top that mark. Prelims, Richard Kirkendall ran the best time at 45.37. Kyle Gale of K-State had the second best time at 45.60, and Willington Wright in third from Texas at 45.45.
Right, and the lanes are chosen based on those seed times, so Jones has not really given himself the best advantage here in running a slower time. He's in lane 7, but keep an eye out for him. That white headband in lane 7 is Jones, your favorite.
Dylan Bedell and Kyle Gale surrounding him on either side.
Jones trying to make up the stagger on Bedell. Coming into the home straight, it looks like Jones has a slight advantage, but I think it's going to be close.
Down the home stretch, Jones has put some space between himself and the rest of the pack. Kirkendall behind in second. But Jones will take home the Big 12 title, and Texas will pick up the 1 and 3.
44-43, a new Big 12 meet record for Jonathan Jones.
Smashed that meet record, which was 44.69. Jonathan Jones just broke a 22-year-old meet record for the Texas Longhorns here at the Big 12 Championship. Let's see it again. There's Jones running with Bedell of Baylor. And just turned on the jets.
It really was that last 100 meters where he separated himself from the pack. 44.43 is the third fastest time in the world this year, the #1 mark in the NCAA. I guess he made the right decision, choosing the 4 over the 8.
Jonathan Jones.
Can't hate on it.
Whichever route that he wanted to go was likely going to be successful, and boy, was he this weekend. So Jones and Wright for Texas at 1 and 3. Brian Herron finishes in 7th for UT as well. But let's hear what Jonathan Jones will hear from in just a second on what he thinks of setting a 22-year-old meet record, or breaking rather a 22-year-old meet record. Let's get more with Justin.
Jonathan, you just broke a 22-year-old meet record to become a Big 12 champion. What's running through your mind right now?
Just thanking my coach repeatedly in my mind right now. Flo knows. Flo knows. I'm just happy. That's all that's going through my mind.
Take me to the last stretch where you really separated yourself from the pack.
I did exactly what Flo wanted me to do, executed it exactly how he told me to, and I just knew I have my 800 strength. I did the 800 indoors and a little outdoors, and I was like, I got the strength, just take it out, and whatever happens, happens. If I die, I die. And I didn't die, so I'm happy.
Well, Jonathan, you're a Big 12 champion. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
And that catchphrase, Flo knows, dates back to Coach Edrick Floreal's days as the head coach at the University of Kentucky. This is his 4th year at the University of Texas, and he's led that program from being on the cusp of the top 20 to 25 to being the top ranked team on the men's and women's side this outdoor season. They won their first men's indoor national title as a team this past season. The women were a close runner-up. And Jonathan Jones' journey, in particular, going back and forth from that 800 to 400, managing to build strength in both. He's just really trusted the process with Coach Flo, and it's obviously paid off.
A great case study for exactly what it is that Coach Flo has been able to do. And to get some Flo Knows t-shirts printed up for everybody. Texas dominating right now the men's team standings. We step aside once again, live from Lubbock, the Big 12 Outdoor Track and Field Championships.